didn't seem convincing, didn't seem to know where the ball was for a moment, but luckily did not crash at the back of his stumps as his partner walks down to say, listen, relax.
Very ambitious drive by Kasim.
I think for now, the problem with him is not looking to find the ball properly. He wants to have a swing at everything, trying to score as much as he can. He just needs to get his eye in first, then he can try and go for it.
Down the wicket, and again, really ambitious stroke play by Kasim, but no contact made with the ball. So Neon Swati's taken 9 wickets for 64 runs in this tournament. Best figures of 5 for 13, which included a hat-trick. So he's had a great time with the ball.
Plenty of hat-tricks during this tournament. Plenty of fivers also.
Again, swing and a miss. Not very convincing from Abdul Ahad Kasim, but he survives the second over. It's 12 without loss.
Spoke about him getting his eye in and not wanting to play expensive cricket. Just needs to be very patient and not want to invent cricket shots. We're into our second over. Quickly stealing one as the umpire signals a leg by there. Karabelo Matlawe.
Yeah, Andre Nel is working up a lively pace here. Kasim struggling yet to get off the mark. He's faced 9 deliveries now.
Yeah, Kasim has been struggling. I don't know whether it's the pace or he's just not getting his eye in properly, but he's yet to even get the bat on the ball.
Well, as you alluded to, Mbali, maybe just trying to do a bit too much, too early. Focus on getting bat and ball. He's got a way down towards fine leg. He's coming back for a second. Well run.
Well judged, 2 runs. Hopefully that will be a confidence booster for him. He just needs to remain in the crease, just use his bat effectively, and try not to invent cricket shots that aren't there or necessary at this point in time. It's quite important to build up a partnership, especially the opening pair, the opening stand. We've seen that partnerships that are built quite early are the ones that the team ends up winning.
100% right, Parley. Nicely clipped. He's very lucky there. I mean, he tried to rearrange his pad before he set off for the single. Hit it straight to mid-on and took a while to get going. The shy missed.
From what we saw, that it looked like it would have been out had he hit directly. So it's very fortunate to still be there in the park. He needs to utilize the opportunity given to him.
No run there. Don't run to the bowler. We saw that earlier today. Ended in disaster.
Yeah, it did end disaster, that one. Talking about the run out which happened earlier. Just like how lively this Middleburg side is. They've changed the fielding. They've seen that Karabelo is stealing runs and is taking them on. And they've decided to also be active.
It is the Titans Daisy Cup, but nice to see teams from other provinces doing well. We had earlier today, we had the team from Kempton Park, Sunrisers Yellow, playing in the under-15 final. They lost to a very impressive Strike Force team. And now Middies Young Gardens Middleburg, part of in Mpumalanga province.
Hopefully they'll drive home with the trophy. Imagine coming all the way, plus minus 150 kilometers, only for you to go back sad.
Well, making the final is an achievement in itself. I'm sure they've had a good tournament, enjoyed themselves, always nice winning.
Another shout. Kasim really struggling to find the runs, to connect with the ball, using his bat. Just needs to focus.
Over the stumps, appeal for caught behind. Or was it RBW, but umpire's not interested?
Yeah, I just think he's just got too many foot movement. By the time he moves, rocks back, and then wants to come forward. And by the time you move 2 times, the ball has gone past you. He just needs to stand still and look at the ball. And try and just look for singles at this point in time, instead of wanting to go big.
Well, he's more fended that away than anything else. This is really good fast bowling by both Swart and Nell.
Yeah, give credit to the bowler. Swart and Nell operating currently. Just keeping the run rate at 4 or 4.5 at this current rate. Making the batsmen work very hard for their runs.
He's going to get one to mid-off. Bit of a wild throw, but wicket-keeper... Oh, no, it's not the wicket-keeper. It's the slip fielder's done really well to get across and prevent any overthrows.
Yeah, very good cover there. Did very well.
Off the inside half of the bat. Down to fine leg for 1.
Just worried about these 2 batsmen. They're not really timing the ball. They seem to be looking for the ball instead of looking at it.
Perhaps a bit rushed. Quality pace bowling we're seeing here. Be interesting to see if either of these 2 bowl a third over. Now the short ball, and Kasim has got it away somehow past the diving wicketkeeper and away for 4 runs. Rather streaky, but there's no comments section in the scorebook. 22 without loss after 4 overs.
Yeah, you can't see how it happened. You just look at the figures and you think, well, that was a boundary. As we look at that, have another look at that. Very streaky, but 4 welcome runs for the TUT side as they need to build up a score. Guess good start because they haven't lost a wicket.
That is probably the one saving grace. 22 after 4. Down the leg side. Another wide.
I think with them trying to bowl a certain line between, if they brought it a bit back, bowl at off stump, think they'd have an opportunity. But now, most of these bowlers seem to be putting the ball between middle and leg and turns to deviate and ends up as a wide. There's no need to give away those many extras.
Lofted down the ground by Matlawe. He's looked the more secure of the two opening batsmen, and that's a very well played boundary.
Very good boundary, a welcome boundary for TUT. They need to capitalize on such, because these two opening pair, as Andre now, hasn't really given them much to, hit. So when such comes, make sure you put it away.
Short third man comes into play. And push and run, sent back, and that might be out. It is. Well, Matlawe trying to keep the intensity up. He spoke about how he's always looking for the quick single. I fancy he got at least halfway down the pitch.
He did. And immediately he took off as soon as he blocked the ball. He took off. His partner was the one that was a bit napping. Very well done to the fielding side. If you look at the fielder, he was off. He sprung out and ran towards.
Superb piece of fielding, a direct hit. And also the pickup was so clean. He was so quickly in. It might have been a single might have been on. But Kasim had to be out the block straight away.
Yeah.
I fancy he was resting on his batter, but at the non-striker's end. So, well, not that early a wicket. It's come in the fifth over. But Middy young guns, one feels, are just slightly on top here at the moment, putting TUT under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, top bowling from the bowler. That is Nel. Swart and Nel have operated very well from both ends.
Staying over the wicket to the left-hander. Again, some sharp fielding in the covers. That's Wilde Saliers.
They don't need to do something extraordinary. They just need to look for the singles, pick out the spots or the gaps. Don't try to hit the ball too hard. If it's there to be hit, put it away. Simple, basic cricket gets you there.
It's going to be a leg by, I fancy. No, a bit of bat. No signal from umpire DG van der Westhuizen.
Yeah. Stanley Rodier coming in at number 3. Lefty.
He's scored the most runs for TUT in this tournament, 188. Averaging 26, strike rate of 106. That's swatted down towards mid-off, diving effort. Just couldn't make the catch. They'll come back for 2.
They don't time it perfectly. Had he timed it, probably could have ended up in the diving fielder's hands.
Well, I think he wanted to go over mid-off, which is a very optimistic, ambitious stroke for someone who's really struggled out there. Got it off the bottom of the bat. And again, Kasim fortunate to survive. That's better. This time there is a quick single. Again, Kasim a bit hesitant to set off, but Rueda was coming. He had one thing on his mind and one thing only. 32 for 1, 5 overs gone, as we welcome back Otto Simon.
And push and run.
So last over of the power play, we've seen today that 35 to 40 runs is kind of par for the first 6 overs, the power play. So TUT are at least up with that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shaky start, but they're still there.
Neon Swart also gets a third over, which is indicative of how well the two opening bowlers have bowled, really. That they've got the early momentum, and why not keep them going?
Yes, indeed. If it's not broken, don't try and fix it, as they say. So, yeah, this has been a really good start by the two opening bowlers from Middies Young Guns. Really impressive.
That one came out wrong.
It's a pity for TUT that Matlare was the victim of that run out. He was looking the more solid of the two, and now we see Abdul Kasim being joined by Stanley Roeder, and
Slashed away over backward point
wow,
by Roeder, and all the way for 6. A quite remarkable shot.
that one was absolutely smacked over point and hit the advertising boards on the full for 6. Nice looking shot, and that'll give Roeder some confidence. We won't see a replay of that. I'd love to see that again, but that was smoked.
Little shuffle down the pitch and repeats the treatment. What batting this is by Stanley Roeder.
Yeah, this is what you need to do in the power play. You've only got 2 fielders on the boundary, and the Middies Young Guns choosing backward square leg and fine leg for those 2 positions. So there's loads of space on the offside behind the circle. Roeder just marching down the pitch, and he knows that he just needs to get it over their heads, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's a shorter boundary as well on the offside. So really good batting this by Stanley Roeder, and one wonders, no, they've resisted the temptation to put an offside boundary fielder. That's a better line from Swart, not allowing Roeder to free the arms.
Yeah, so the run rate now, thanks to that little burst from Stanley Roeder, goes up to 8.3. Good news for TUT.
Yeah, and suddenly it's a very good power play. 47 with 2 balls left. Swart is coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Another effort to try and cramp him. Oh, he bowls it very wide, and well, that's 2 more runs to the total.
And even though it looked like a sort of a shaky start, they did pick up a little bit of momentum. 9 in the first over, which was due to mostly extras, and then they had an 8-run over in the 4th, and then another big over in the 5th. So then setting it up nicely here for finishing off the power play in the 6th. So just hanging in there, sticking to the basics. Yeah.
Excellent batting by Roeder. This time well behind square on the offside. No third man. Third man's in the ring, and a third boundary in the over. 2 6s and a 4.
Yep. That's really good work by Stanley Roeder, fighting back here for TUT. 50 is up for the, you could say, the homier of the home side, of the 2 sides.
Again, trying to find that gap. Direct hit.
Ooh.
Middies are very interested. Umpire Van der Westhuizen less so.
They are sharp in the field so far. So we don't have a side on view, but that was very close. If it wasn't out, and the umpire says not out.
I think Middies will feel a little bit unlucky that they've conceded 53 runs in the power play and only taken 1 wicket. They certainly have made the batting experience quite awkward for TUT. Apart from Stanley Ruder, of course, he's come in and bashed 17 off just 7 balls to really make the power play go the way of Tshwane University of Technology. Change the bowling.
Yes, you'd have to give it to them with a 8.8 rate achieved and just the 1 wicket down. That's definitely advantage TUT after the power play.
Ricardo Russ comes into the attack, some spin straight after the power play, bowled him. No, yeah, LBW. Well, the fact that I thought it was bowled tells you that he must have been pretty plumb.
Absolutely.
LBW.
Yeah, no, that was very nice first delivery. And Kasim there just a little bit too busy in front of the stumps, getting caught with his leg before wicket.
Well, it's been a struggle for Abdul Kasim, out for 12 of 20 deliveries. A 13th wicket in this tournament for Ricardo Russ, and he's bowling his 26th over, so a wicket every second over. He's having a grand old time with the ball.
Indeed, and wicket with your first ball always gets the confidence going. Now we see the fourth batter in here, Shelton Ngobeni, the captain and wicket-keeper for the TUT men.
Averaging 25 this tournament, and strike rate of 146. So he's clearly a bit of a dasher, as it's another left-hander. Russ will switch sides, bowling over the wicket. Full toss, slapped away for 1 to the cover sweeper.
Just not enough bat on that. The cover sweeper was there, just a little bit more in front of square. Would have been nice. Straight to the extra cover fielder there as well by Ruder.
Nicely fielded by Edwin Stradum. Had to get down quickly to that one. Oh, attempted slog sweep off the pad. Thoughts of an appeal. Keep it as well to stop the leg bar.
Now they do look awkward, the TUT players, but they've managed still in eight runs per over. Great opening over here by Russ.
So 54 for 2 after 7 overs.
Just
Ngubeni trying to access the short leg side boundary for the left-hander. Missed a couple of slog sweeps there.
Now, so just the 1 run off the over and the wicket of Kasim for Ricardo Russ. What is the plan here for Middies? More spin, it looks like. Number 9 is into the attack, Edwin Stradum.
He's also taken 12 wickets in this tournament in 28 overs. 50% dot ball percentage.
Ngubeni getting off strike immediately. Run rate now just dropping below 8 with that very tidy over from Ras. Along with the wicket. Rueda can't beat extra cover and he's got to get back into his crease. Ooh, almost another misunderstanding there for TUT.
Super bit of fielding by Warriors Elias because it was struck very firmly. But he was down very quickly and then bounced back up again. I think Rueda expected that to be going down to long off. Pushed wide, but ends up being quite a good variation. Dot ball. Must have thought the batsman was going to come down the wicket to him.
Yeah, trying to go for the wide stumping.
Oh, again, it's some sort of stump, and again, Rueda can't get it away. This time he does get bat on ball to the deep cover point for one. Januru Brazil is the Middies wicket keeper. It's down too long off for one. Tidy over from Edouard Stradum to start off with. Just 3 off it. It's 57 for 2 after 8.
Edouard Stradum has played in 8 matches, 7 innings that he's bowled in. He has bowled 28 overs, conceding 158 runs. And best figures of 3 for 7 with economy of 5.64 and average of 13.17 in the tournament so far, before this game of course. So let's see who's it. Genis now into the attack. Gavin Genis from the Henops River end.
Flighted up quite extravagantly and good fielding of his own bowling.
And then we can have a look at Genis's figures as well. Gavin Genis, 6 innings that he's bowled in, 14.3 overs, 84 runs conceded, 8 wickets. Best of 3 for 28. Economy of 5.79 and an average of 10.9. No. Yeah, 10.5. Yeah. So these are very decent figures for spinners in the T20 competition. At least in terms of economy.
Milking the spin as well. The 2 TUT batsmen getting the ones. Another one struck firmly too long off.
Middies young guns will be very happy with the run rate now down below 7. But small partnership building here.
Slog sweep, it's the ball's going down the leg side, so not going to win the LBW decision. End of the over though, 9 gone, 61 for 2.
Really tidy stuff here for the Middies young guns. They're keeping these 2 batters quiet after a bit of a flurry from Stanley Rueda. Shelton Ngobeni came to the crease, and since then it's been a little bit tougher to get runs. So that's a back and forth struggle. Middies slowly creeping into the advantage position here.
Yeah, and the crowd are in a good position up on the Grass banks to watch all the action as Rueda tickles that away on the leg side for, again, just the one.
Russ has got protection straight. And on the leg side, a little bit of a yes-no again. Rueda almost in trouble there, but he manages to get back. So long off, long on, out on the boundary. Straight.
Just the one.
Straight, but not hard enough to split the fielders. Cow corner and backward square leg also on the boundary for Russ.
Oh, the reverse sweep comes out and didn't end up going where he wanted it to go, but another one is added to the tally. It's a bye.
Now the fifth fielder is point out on the boundary. 5 fielders allowed outside the circle in this competition after the power play.
Slashed hard. And the cover sweeper's done very well to save the boundary there.
First with the reverse sweep and now with the cut shot, and Ngobeni has his eye on the space there on the offside.
Struck firmly, long on will do the fielding. Swat. So 10 overs gone, 67 for 2, and Mbali Hlope will be joining you on commentary.
Thank you very much, Ken Borland. Yeah, it's a tight battle here. I would say the bowling side is slightly, just ever so slightly on top at this stage, but it's still 10 overs to go in the innings. And, oh, there we go. Great shot there from Ngobeni. And they do have some supporters here in the crowd. It's a 6 over mid-wicket.
Yeah, Ngobeni, a provincial player, plays for the Limpopo side, wicket keeper, just capitalizing and using his experience.
Just guided down to third man inside the ring there. Yes, he's looked quite well put together as a cricketer so far, and no wonder he's the captain as well. Bump ball, crowd catch, back to the bowler.
So far, Rueda and Ngobeni just building that innings.
Fired in by Russ and fired back by Rueda, but straight down the throat of long off, and a beautiful catch taken there. And we'll see who the fielder is that took the catch.
Had to steady himself as he was looking directly at the sun, and at the end takes a beautiful catch there at long on. That partnership was starting to be troublesome. Fall of the second, or should I say the third wicket in this innings by a TUT, who are trying to put up a fight or put up a score. So far they've achieved a run rate of 6.9. That's not too bad, but at the end they still need wickets so that they can accelerate right at the end. So it's really important that they have a couple of wickets heading to the 15th over.
So I can tell you the player who took the catch has the number 2 on his back. And I think if memory serves, that would be Nel, Hendrey Nel, who's wearing the... No, he's not. It's the 3 and 4 was Swart and Nel that opened the bowling. So the number 2 on his back, we'll get the name for you as soon as we can, but it was a good catch. Stanley Roeder gone for 21.
Just unfortunate, Roeder not getting enough elevation there.
Yeah, he went for it, just couldn't get enough power behind the shot. And the man there at long on didn't have to move.
Play and a miss, second one.
And that is Sahil Ahmed, who has joined captain Shelton Ngobeni at the wicket. End of the over for Genis, 11 gone and 74 for 3. So things not looking great now for TUT. They were just starting to peek their head above the advantage line, you could say.
Definitely picking up the advantage line. Ngobeni just needs to stick around. So far looks like the main player with Roeder out. Very good cricket shot. Very well done there at the sweeper. His position and is able to quickly run to. Sweet time of the ball, that is Ngobeni.
Russ has done well so far. Only 8 runs conceded and the wicket. Some space there, but only the single. Good work in the field, attacking the ball, keeping it down to 1.
Will be interesting to see when this TUT side will decide to go for that power over.
Yes, that's a good point. I guess they need their batters to settle a bit more. Ras is now around the wicket to the right-hander. Oh, and just couldn't get that one stopped. Another single. This is a fascinating contest. Just as the batters are starting to assert themselves, they lose a wicket. And every now and then there's a bit of a pressure release for the batters. And just a great contest.
It is a good contest between bat and ball. Take nothing away from the Middies young guns. Bowled very well so far.
This time the running is a little bit better. Are they going to come back for 2? That was so close. Now they're forced to come back for a 3rd. Ooh, that's a lucky escape. I think that was not a great choice for the 3rd there, but they get it done in the end.
Definitely, that throw was a bit wayward. If you have a look at it,
I just wanted to get it back, and then it was Russ trying to scoop it back onto the stumps, and that gave them an opportunity to run the 3rd. Well taken. I mean, if you get the opportunity, you should still be able to take it.
Yeah, at this point in time, we'll say that's the most important part, making sure that you get runs on the board. But had he gone, would have been a bad decision.
Indeed. Now, Genis continues.
But what I like about this TUT side, they look like a very fit outfit. They look like they're ready to, constantly rotate the strike. Right now, what is happening, they are not getting the boundaries, but they are looking to get or rotate the strike, and that's what's easing the pressure off them.
That's a good shot there. Lots of space behind backward point. Only point on the boundary, but straight to the field at that time. From Ahmed. He uses his feet to go outside off stump, works this one into the leg side where there's lots of space. Fielders are right back on the boundary. That gives them the opportunity for 2. So Genis and Rassia operating really well for Middies, and now TUT once again starting to punch back a little bit with the batting, upping the scoring rate, or trying to at least. And this one again missed by the fielder. Is it going to beat the man coming around? No.
Very good teamwork there.
Yeah, and it was the number 4 there, Nuan Swart, the fast bowler, running around, backing up his teammate, standing at short fine leg inside the circle. Kept running even though it wasn't his ball to field, just backing up his mate there in the field. So that's great work by him. Another single. One more ball to go, and this is good by TUT. Just keep hacking away, keep chipping away, as they say. Fired in by Genis, and another single.
Very good rotation of strike there. Those runs coming in very handy. Now 88 for 3 after 13 overs. When you look at the scoreboard, it doesn't look too bad if they can get to 100, especially in the next 2 overs. And then let's wait and see when are they likely to take that power play over, or the 2 power play overs. So far, nothing being shown.
No, and it's it was quite interesting in the run chase we saw by the under-16s, the Centurion Cavaliers. They seemed to wait for the best bowlers to be bowled out, which never happened, because the Kloof is fielded 9 bowlers. So let's see what Middies have got. They've already bowled 3 overs each. Their front line attack seamers, but these 2 spinners have been really good. So maybe TUT is thinking, get rid of these spinners and then we'll go for it.
So I've always heard the term bowling team, batting team.
Oh, that's a full toss. Falls safely though, and bit of frustration there from Ngobeni as he was...
And Empire has just signalled...
Ahmed, excuse me, that he could have done more with that one. Yes?
Empire's signalled no ball.
No ball for height, no surprises there. Free hit.
Yeah, misses out on that one as he tries the reverse sweep or reverse slog sweep.
So the intent is there from TUT. They are trying to up the scoring rate. Just getting held firm by Middies, and this one is missed by the keeper. That will give them a single. Safely back to his crease is Ahmed. And... that is Ahmed now on strike.
So they're probably thinking, what is a good score on this pitch?
Ooh, just down leg side. No run there. This is difficult because we've seen big scores and then we've seen teams struggling to chase the same today so far. And you would think that the batting conditions would certainly improve as the day goes on. So let's see now. The end of the 14th, 94 for 3. Another 6 run over for TUT. Even though they do look somewhat struggling, like a somewhat struggling team, they are keeping it at 6 and 7 runs and over, which is good.
It's very important that you keep it there to give yourself a shot at the end. First shot of anger we are seeing from Ahmed.
Yeah, going down to long on. He's certainly trying to get on top of the bowlers, Ahmed. He's shown a lot more intent. Fired in by Genis. He is bowling his final over. Another single.
Has bowled really well, Genis, just conceding the 20 runs. Over the top.
Ooh, almost carrying to the fielder there at long off.
But give credit for the field's placement. He's fielding at a wider long on or long off, and like the usual long off, which would be straight ahead. Oh, oof. And he's bowled him.
Yeah.
He's bowled the man on form. That is the skipper, Ngobeni, who wanted to go for it.
Yes, indeed. Charlton Ngobeni, the captain, loses his wicket for 26 runs, bowled by Genis. Fired in, and across the line goes Charlton Ngobeni and pays the price. So that's a good result there for Middies. Once again, they strike back, and they just keeping the lid on things here in terms of scoring. Keep taking wickets.
We'll see Mabuza coming in after Ngobeni, who has had to walk back after he had his furniture rearranged.
Now, good tactic there by Genis. Nice and high action over his shoulder, firing it in, and the timing not there, sneaking through to hit the stumps. Mabuza taking strike, pretty much the same field still. Genis now will come over the wicket. Again fired in. Mabuza gets off strike. Are they going to come back for the second? Mabuza wants it. No is the call.
Yeah,
from Ahmed.
Mabuza would have definitely gotten there. The way he took off for that one, quite important to run the first one as quickly as you can.
Oof. Just straying in the line there, and that'll be
100 up for TUT in the 15th over.
Nice shot there by Ahmed. One bounce and 4 to end the 15th over just as they got to 100. Beautiful shot, and I'm going to be making way for Ken Borland.
A very fascinating final. This one, the Opens final. Again, it is Middies Young Guns versus TUT. As we welcome Ken Borland. Now, Wacky Golf Day 2026. Join us for a day of swing, sunshine, and sportsmanship. The date is the 1st of July 2026 at the Centurion Country Club. It costs 17,500 Rand. For more information, contact Pierre J at cricket.co.za. Now, teams consist of 8 players. Costs include caps, shirt, cart, and a cart. So look forward to that. Getting into the 15th over or 16th over, we are still yet to see TUT take the 2 power overs. Wondering when they'll take them, Ken?
Well, I imagine it would have been soon if Charlton Ngobeni hadn't have got out. A wicket at a key time by Genis to get Ngobeni out. He was well set on 26, and you just feel that was a real vital breakthrough by Genis, as that is a really good shot. Whipped away over cow corner for 6 by Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed taking us to Nelson. Looks like somebody, if he gets in form and can see the ball, he definitely hits it a very, very long way.
Yeah, he's been striking at 138 this tournament as Sahil Ahmed. So he's going to be an important man here at the death.
Beats everything, beat the keeper, beat the batsman. Will it definitely go to the boundary? It does get to the boundary, signaled buys. Doesn't matter how they come at this point in time, they just need to put up a very good score, which I think a good 140 will be enough. 140, 150.
Yeah, they should get past 140 one fancies. Oh, maybe not so much after the dismissal of Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed just playing it over as the ball goes under him and it rearranges the woodwork. So a good breakthrough as Ahmed has to walk back to the pavilion for 20 runs. Just when they try and build a partnership, it breaks again. So TUT not really in control of the match, but they've put enough runs. I should say they have enough runs. The good 130 on the board is a challenging score if they have very good bowlers, but we haven't seen much of their bowling.
Yeah, it just feels throughout the innings that Middies have kind of had control. Never allowed TUT to really get away from them. Run rate 7.4, 5 wickets down now. They just keep chipping away, and that was a really wild stroke by Salil Ahmad. It was a good ball, fired in nice and full and straight, and he really did just play all over it, did the batsman. Gift Maluleke is the new batsman.
What a waste. 2 extra runs. You just need to focus. Bowl another one that's going to give you an opportunity. Play and a miss. Very well stopped as they come back for 2. Empire signals buys.
That is the end of the 16th over, 121 for 5. So 4 overs left. If China University of Technology can get 40 more runs, it gives them 161, which is
A very good
competitive. I mean, you can certainly defend that. I'm not sure if that it'll be enough, but it's in the ballpark at least.
These 2 batsmen need to stay. They can't give away their wicket as it is the power over. Anything, if the wicket falls during these 2 overs, it is minus 10 runs. But if you score, anything that you score is double the amount of runs. So if you score 20, you're going to get 40 runs at the end of the over.
Yeah, what a vital part of the innings this is going to be then. This, if it goes well for TUT, could really put them in a good, strong position. If it goes badly, and they're in trouble.
Well, very unusual for a player to leave the ball at this time of the innings, especially in this format.
In the power over.
In the power over. You're looking to nudge, you're looking for singles. A single will result in 2 runs, 4 and 8.
Yeah, just get some bat on it.
That's what you need to do. And try and run as many as you can.
Yeah, it wasn't even Mabuza's first delivery that he faced. Really out of the blue, that one.
Well, maybe the color clothing they are wearing is just got him thinking, I've got the whole day on a Sunday, club cricket. Why the rush? I've got nowhere to go.
Well bowled by Nell. One does just wonder maybe if the power overs could have been taken a little bit earlier, because you do kind of think now at the death, Middies are going to be bringing their best bowlers back.
True.
So you take the power overs, they probably will bring their best bowlers back, but then it means they've got to bowl someone else in the death overs.
I think I would have taken the power overs when Edward and Thingy were still at the crease. Oh no! As 2 have been run out, there is a run out, which means there is going to be a deduction of 10 runs. That is just bad judgment from these 2.
Well, it's definitely not worth risking a second run in the power overs when the deduction is 10 if you get it wrong. And that was badly wrong.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as we spoke about it earlier, so the score will go back to 114 as there will be a deduction. A good 3 overs left. Don't know what these 2 are thinking, as you've seen the fielding very close there, but the line belongs to the umpire.
Yeah, very secure fielding. I mean, they must have called for the second run when the ball was just about in the fielder's hands, which is not ideal.
Goes back to 115. Getting off the mark, the very first delivery faces, that is Maluleke.
And we have Katiso Matsubukanya is the new batter. He'll be on strike now.
Play and a miss. Sometimes you can actually tell somebody bats lower down the order. By the time the ball has gone past, he's only practicing his cricket shot.
He's got a bit of gas, does Divan now, and he's completed his 4 overs and he's bowled really well. Just 25 runs off those 4 overs.
Bowled beautifully indeed. That is Yuan Nell. Three more overs left. We are still in the power over.
Sorry, Hindra now. Apologies. Divan Nell was in the earlier game. A few Nells running around today. Hindra Nell, well bowled.
I think yesterday there was a team which had 3 decocks, 2 stains. It was the under-9 team, and we were just saying the stain, Nell, surname not Nell, and Decock's surname is quite popular here.
You just use one of the names and you're going to be right more often than not. I see in the Middies team there are 2 Swarts. Neon, who has been bowling, and Yannick, and they're both wearing the number 4 shirt. But the scorers have been helpful. They've made a note that Neon Swart is tall and Yannick Swart is short. So that's how we tell the number 4s apart.
That's the difference, sir. Here we are. So the tall one is fielding currently at mid-off.
Yeah, he looks tall to me.
He looks tall to me, too. So we're now looking for the other number 4, who looks like the guy that is fielding at short 45 or short fine leg.
Well, he might not look like him at all. They might not be related. Or they might be twins. We don't know.
Yeah, but we are looking for the Nels.
This is Herman Potgieter who's
bowling
now.
Calamity. Another run out, which means the score will move from 118 to 108. Unnecessary for the TUT team. So it's minus 20 runs at this point in time. as we'll see Ali coming in. Very badly judged run. We've seen how good this Middies Young Guns team is on the field.
Well, it's muddled thinking, one has to say, by TUT. You take the power overs, and now you're trying to run dodgy runs that have cost you 20 runs now. When in fact, surely the point of the power overs is to try and find boundaries. The time for quick singles is outside the power overs, and we mentioned that the power overs can either be the making of a team's chances or the destruction of them. And well, TUT have sacrificed 20 runs now through 2 run-outs.
Good start for the bowler. Just going back to the Nell conversation, I have picked up where the other Nell is. I was definitely right when I said he is the guy that is fielding at short fine leg or the 45 position. And the other Nell is sporting a cap. He isn't.
Swat. The 2 swats, you mean?
Swarts. Definitely.
1-0, 2 swats.
1-0, 2 swarts. End of the 18th over, it is 109 for the loss of 7 wickets. Will 120 or 130 be enough? Can they get 20 runs off the last 2 deliveries? In fact, last 12 deliveries. I think that would be a very competitive score for them, considering the fact that there has been a minus 20 runs, or there's a 20-run deficit because of the 2 wickets that fell during the power overs.
Oh, my word. Almost another run out. TUT were cruising 140. I mean, they needed run and ball to get over 140. They would have been better off not taking the power overs the way they've gone. And, well, yeah, anything less than 140, I can't see being enough, really.
Yeah, Ali, or should I say Matsubukani, wanting to have a go at that one, hasn't gotten his eye in perfectly, but he knows he needs to put the runs on the board. Just Empire having to do the tying of the shoelaces. "11 deliveries, or should I say 10 deliveries left in this over, in these innings. Tried to have a heave around the corner. Empire signals, leg buys. What is Ali going to do? Is he going to have a go at the bowler?
Well, he's got it. There's only 9 balls left, and they don't have enough runs at the moment.
Not in that manner. Beautifully bowled by Stradom, who gets his 2nd wicket of the innings.
Yeah, Stradom, the way he bowls, he's a difficult man to charge. He bowls pretty briskly, and Salamat Ali has ended up pretty much yorking himself, yeah?
Yeah.
Advanced a little bit and then swinging across the line.
Tend him, opened him like a can of worms. From where TUT was a couple of overs ago, they were in a very strong position at 88 for 3 to losing a good 5 wickets in a space of 22 runs. Quite shocking.
Yeah, we normally talk about collapses like you lose 5 wickets for 20 runs or something. TUT collapse is going to be a negative number. It's going to be, what have we got here, 5 wickets for minus something. I mean, the last, just running through the scorecard, 11, 11, 21, 26, 20, and then 3, 3, 0, and 0.
Very good shot there. Very good fielding. Out in the boundary. 2 more runs added to the tally of TUT. Takes it to 112 now.
Must have been very impressed by the Middies young guns fielding. They look a really well-drilled side in the field.
Very good fielding indeed. Haven't seen anything very alarming, especially the boundary riders. End of the 19th over. It is 114 for the loss of 8 wickets. Just 6 more deliveries left in this innings for TUT. Bit on the expensive side, especially when it comes to extras. Bowled too many of them.
Stratham has, he'll finish with figures of 2 for 18 in his 3 overs, so a very good effort by the spinner. And it's going to be Potgieter to close things out for Middies. Herman Potgieter, the captain.
Swing and a miss there. Very good delivery. Magic ball.
Adnan Kasim, the new batter on strike. No, beg your pardon. Off strike.
Good shot there just for a single. I must say, Middies young guns have protected the boundaries and they've protected them very, very well. Having a wild swing and a miss there. 3 more deliveries left in these innings. The score is on 115.
It does help to watch the ball.
That's
Generally,
true.
When you bat, head was up in the air.
Good shot there. Just a single. Not timing it properly or not finding the gap. Edged, doesn't go far, ends up at the third man tidying up with just 1 more delivery. Takes the tally to 117. What is going through Kasim's mind? Am I just going to throw everything at it? Am I just going to throw the kitchen sink at the ball and then hope it connects, ends up in the boundary?
Yeah, he's got to have a full swing.
Oh, great fielding effort. Didn't say it's the very, very last. Oh, my word. Very good from the fielding side. Commitment all the way till the very, very last delivery. Saved a single run as we go through the scorecard. TUT reaching a total of 120 in their 20 overs, losing 8 wickets. and there was a deficit of 20 runs as there were wickets that fell during the power over there. Ken, your analysis of this innings by TUT?
Well, it went backwards in the last 5 overs. I remember when we got to the last 4 overs, they had more than 120. You know, we were thinking that if they finished well, they could get 160, 165, which is competitive. They've had an absolute disaster at the end of the innings, 120 for 8 they end up with. So run and ball basically is all that the Middies young guns need to win, and credit to an excellent bowling effort all round by them, with Edwin Stradham and Kevin Kearness getting 2 wickets apiece to lead the way with the ball.
But beautifully bowled, beautiful bowling from TUT young guns gave themselves a chance, managing to restrict the TUT side to just 120. They need to do it. It's a runner ball. That's all they need to do. They just don't need to do anything extraordinary. Run a ball. Plenty of overs left. As we'll see TUT warming up. We'll be back at the start of the innings as Middies young guns try and chase the required total.
Welcome back to SuperSport Park for the Middies Young Guns chase. They need 121 to win the Open Final here in the inaugural Titans Daisy Cup, and you just saw the advert there on your screens for the second edition, which pre-entries are open for already. It's been a wonderful tournament and a wonderful weekend of finals. Otto Simon, that was a quite a remarkable collapse we've just seen from China University of Technology.
Yeah.
How do they claw this one back?
Oh, they need wickets. If the bowling performance of this Middies Young Guns team is anything to go by, they will be hard to contain. We'll just have a look at some of the figures for the season, but it doesn't look good for TUT. I mean, they could have gone on to score 140, 150. They were at 117 for 6, or 121 for 5, I should say, after 16 overs. And with those 2 run-outs in those 2 power overs, they really knocked themselves back into a mediocre total. So they're going to need to be exceptional in the field and with the ball just to make up for that, for those 2 power overs. And in the previous match, we saw that as well. Those 2 power overs can make a massive difference to the team. And in TUT's case, it really backfired. And like you said, Ken, why run in the power over for that extra run? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, they will live and learn, and they will get a chance to defend 120. If they get this done, that'll be a really well fought effort. So to open the bowling will be...
It's Lungile Mabuza with the ball in hand, and Edwin Stradham, the left-hander on strike. Herman Potgieter, the other opening batsman. Here comes Mabuza.
Goes around the wicket to the left-hander, and a dot ball first up. And so let's see if I may see if I can get some stats here for us about the Middies batting.
Well, Potgieter has been their leading batter, 156 runs, average 22. Striking at 87. They've kind of shared their runs around, have Middies. Short and flapped away for the first run of the innings.
First run of the chase then in the books for Middies Young Guns, and looking to continue the long tradition of teams from Mpumalanga, and before that the Eastern Transvaal coming here to Pretoria to give us a bloody nose. So they'll be up for a fight, no doubt about it.
Well, they were very impressive in the field and with their bowling, so I imagine the batting should be decent as well, and that's going to be a couple of runs. They might have to hurry. Oh, he's out, he's gone.
Yep.
Oh, my word, we spoke about China University of Technology and their run-outs, and that is just a disaster for Middies Young Guns in the first over of the innings. What was Potgieter thinking? Absolutely no necessity in taking the second run. Good bit of fielding, though.
Yeah, so he gets it into a bit of space, but the throw is lightning quick, and Potgieter slides in vain, and he gets run out in the first over. So that's a good start for TUT.
And a really wasteful one for Middies Young Guns. Fantastic throw. Straight into the wicketkeeper's gloves, right over the stumps. And, well, that'll lift the spirits of the TUT side after they really went backwards at the death in their batting, as they've made a breakthrough in the first over.
So Edouard Strydom, who's at the
Impressive
other
in the
end,
field
has
and,
played
with their
8 innings,
bowling,
scored
so
150 runs, at
I'd
an
imagine
average
the
of
batting should be
18.75
decent
and a
as
strike rate of
well, and it's,
128.21. See a
gonna
nice
be a
slow-mo
couple of
replay
runs, they
there.
might have to hurry.
That is a magnificent
Oh, he's
throw,
out,
just where
he's
you want it as a
gone.
wicket keeper, right into the gloves. And that time, batter is safe.
And then a single for Yannick Swart to get his innings underway.
So these are the Yannick and the Neon Swart combination here that we need to be aware of.
Oh, I think it might be Neon Swart, to be honest. Does he look tall to you, Otto?
So
They're both wearing number 4.
Oh, yes, he's at the other end. He does
Yeah.
look tall, yes.
I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask.
There's a bit of a wayward ball there, so let's have a look at it. Does say Neon Swart here on the scorecard, so we're going to trust the scorers here. So he's played 5 innings, scored 125 runs at an average of 25 and a strike rate of 143. Neon Swart, who's at the non-strikers end, and it's Edouard Strydom on strike.
Slip in place, which is a good idea in TUT's position. They need wickets more.
Yes, indeed. So they won't win this game by trying to restrict runs. They need to take wickets, so that's a good attacking mindset. Good signs for them, nice and positive. And I could hear a few vocal supporters for TUT here in the stands as well. Some travelling fans for Middies Young Guns, so it's a really nice atmosphere being created here by the fans, and for that we are very grateful.
Expertly angled down to the third man boundary. Third man was very square, and that's very nicely played by Edouard Strydom for the first boundary of the innings.
Yeah, as the left-hander faces the right-hander, coming around the wicket, just beats the diving fielder. Great cricket shot there. Just using the pace, as you said, expertly done.
Got it to ground very quickly, no chance of a catch.
Ooh.
High full toss, dropped it, slip. But umpire Mabunda, I think he's got his arm out at square leg for no ball. Yeah, umpire Van der Westhuizen as well. So it wouldn't have been out anyway. They get a run, and there's going to be a free hit for the no ball for height.
So the slip fielder there, wearing number 8, that is Matlawe, saved, blushes saved by the no ball. Won't go down as a dropped catch.
Well, I was going to say he saved a boundary. It was flying.
That as well. So good work by Matlawe.
And a good ball by Mabuza on the free hit to just give away a single to end an eventful first over. 15 for 1. We had it all. We had a run out. We had a boundary. We had a no
Impressive
ball.
in the field and with their bowling.
Yeah, so if that's any indication of how
I'd
things are
imagine
going to
the
go,
batting
don't
should
leave
be
your
decent
seats.
as well, and
It's going
that's,
to be exciting all the
gonna
way to
be
the
a
end of this
couple
match,
runs,
whichever
they
way
might
it
have to
goes.
hurry. Oh, he's out,
There's
he's
the,
gone.
Run out again. Really slick piece of fielding. Crazy running though. But the throw was just absolutely pinpoint. As second over about to begin. Just waiting for the bowlers. The light blue numbers on the white is actually quite difficult to read.
It's the player wearing number 14, Rendani Kutani. And the scorers will confirm if I'm correct.
Left armour. And lofted just over mid-on. Ambitious stroke, trying to drive on the up. Not the easiest on this slowish pitch. And Swart just gets away with it.
So we have been we have received confirmation that it is Kutane that is bowling from this. Are they calling this the AFBOB stand end now, or is this still the West Lane end? I'm not sure.
I think Avbob would like you to call it the Avbob.
I remember
Avbob
they
end, not sure.
renamed one of the ends when I was last here, so we'll go with that for now until we get corrected. Oof, just across the right-hander. That angle, difficult to deal with often for right-handed batters. Slip is there to pick up the pieces if there's a mistake. And short third man is also inside the ring. Lots of space on the offside, so dangling the carrot here, TUT. The plan is very clear. They want the drive. They want the attacking shot to come out.
Nicely played off the back foot by Swart, just the one. They're also trying to protect the short leg side boundary. That is also encouraging them to bowl an offside line. Left-hander now on strike, so now the short boundary is on the offside. Still going to be a slip in place though, but third man has gone back onto the boundary with a fine leg in place as well.
Still searching for wickets.
Oh, that's played with such languid ease through cover point. What a gorgeous stroke by Edwin Stadium. 4 more.
Comfortable like an afternoon stroll, just clipping that over the offside fielders. Have a look at this. Just easy as you like. Stroking it through the covers for 4. That's beautiful.
Played as if it was cricket in the back garden. What a lovely stroke.
So, meanwhile, required rate now dropping down to 5, almost.
Pace off from Kutane. Gets the dot ball.
That's good work by Kutane. It's been very successful so far today. Slower deliveries, pace off, forcing the batters to add energy to the shot. And we've seen time and time again during the course of today, as soon as the batters try to play more attacking shots, they fall.
Nicely clipped. Diefmanon will get across to keep it to 1.
The key on this wicket so far today has been to keep it down, just play normal cricket shots, punish the bad balls, but don't try and overhit it. Just keep it simple and keep it on the ground.
Well, it's looking pretty simple at the moment for Middies Young Guns in terms of the required rate. They've got to 25 after the first 2 overs, just the 1 wicket down. And so 96 more needed off 108 balls. Babuza will bowl his second over. Had a bit of gas, one felt, in that first over. He's got some pace and gets it in the right places, and he could be awkward. Wide, too wide.
Again, trying to hide that ball on the wide line. I don't think in this match situation that's the right way to go. You're looking for wickets, but it might be just a case of trying to keep it away from the short leg side boundary.
Yeah, that probably is at the back of his mind, but especially with the new ball, you probably want to target the stumps a little bit more. Up and over, not timed perfectly, but it's got enough on it to run away for 4.
Good result in the end for Middies Young Guns, but yeah, like you said, Ken, not convincing. That could have gone anywhere. Just the toe end of the bat, it looks like, but luckily for Straydom that time, he had enough on it to just get over the inner ring fielders.
Yeah, the low bounce, perhaps catching the batsman out a bit there, getting it off the bottom of the bat. These autumn pitches aren't going to provide as much bounce as we used to at SuperSport Park in the height of summer.
Yeah, and contrary to what you would expect during the summer, the sunshine really hasn't done much to the pitch in terms of making it better to bat on. So strange conditions for everyone to get used to. Great looking shot, straight to the fielder. Yeah, like you were saying, Ken, last time you were out there to assess the pitch, it was still cold, even though it was sitting in the sun for about 4 hours at that point in time.
I think it has sped up a bit from the first game this morning, which started at 8:30. But yeah, it's certainly not a normal quick pitch that you get here in summer.
No.
They're going to have to be quick on this run. Oof. Yeah, well done. Swart came straight away, and because he's the tall Swart, he's got long strides.
Indeed, he does. Neon Swart is going to face up to Mabuza now. Excuse me. So they need 89 of 104 balls to win this match, as you can see on your screen as well.
Missing leg stump.
Mabuza almost in business there.
Yeah, Swart had stepped away a bit, so I guess there was a danger of it deflecting off his pads and onto the stumps. But he survives.
Mabuza's got cover on the boundary at square leg and fine leg. And so he can go for the stumps. Probably will be on middle more than outside off where the short boundary is.
Hit wide of middle for one.
So you can see Swart moving to the leg side to try and open up the offside, and just not managing to get that right. So still a good over, 8 runs off it.
33 for one after 3 overs. So halfway through the power play, and so far Middies young guns will be happy with the run rate they've achieved, 11 and over. Just probably still smarting a bit from the unnecessary run out that has cost them their 1 wicket so far, as Kutani is also going to bowl a second over, the left arm quick. Ooh, giving himself room, Swart, and then swishing and missing, and over the stumps it goes.
Yeah, he's got an appointment somewhere there, off the pitch here. He needs to get this game done quickly. Maybe that's the pinch hitter role that he's fulfilling now here for the Middies young guns, just to take the sting out of the chase.
One more. And a bowler, bowler was quite within his rights to stay where he was, but he was a little bit in the way of Swart. But home safely. Well, one feels it's the right sort of target for a pinch hitter type role. These can be awkward little scores to chase around about run a ball. Someone comes in and hits the ball around and gets 30 or 15 balls. It makes a really big difference to a relatively small chase.
Oh, yes.
Nicely worked off the pads by Stratham. Just the one, no?
And just thinking back about that run out, you could see the disappointment not only of losing the wicket, but Potgieter also missing out on some time in the middle at SuperSport Park. That's got to hurt even more than the actual wicket loss. So condolences to Potgieter. Hopefully he gets another chance soon.
Good point. And, well, he only had himself to blame. He called for the second run, and he's probably still wondering why on earth he did that in the first over of the innings.
Well, this is the highs and lows of cricket. I remember final of the over 40s tournament at the Wanderers. A man lost his wicket on 48.
Attempted slower ball, and the attempted quick pickup fails, but it's still just a single.
And I don't recall the gentleman's name, but halfway back to the change room, he had a look at the scoreboard and fell to his knees in disappointment, realizing that he had just squandered an opportunity to score 50 runs at the Wanderers in a final. So I'll never forget that as well.
Wide.
TUT can't afford this at all. They really need to be a bit more disciplined, and the bowler's looking a little bit quizzical. So just inquiring.
I don't know why, because that was very clearly way too wide outside the off stump.
Oh. And those wide lines are the same. They don't change for the different competitions or what have you. That's much better.
Good length by Kutani, and Stadium trying to drive it on the up. End of the fourth over, 38 for 1.
That's a excellent over for TUT. Only 5 runs conceded. They want more of those from their bowling attack, just to try and get that required run rate back up. It's gone down to 5.19, as you can see. And Middies young guns going along at 9.5 runs and over, doing a great job of the chase so far. And Mabuza will bowl his third over from the Hinops River end.
Gives himself room again. Swati likes to do that, and he's accessed the short offside boundary really well there. Crisp drive away for 4.
Yeah, this time it pays off. Gave himself room and got the ball just where he thought it would go. So that's nice and positive intent. Trying to put things to bed early here. 79 now needed off 95 balls. Good comeback delivery.
Yeah, Mabuza's worked it out that Swart's always taking a step or two leg side, so just cramping him up a bit by pounding it straighter at the body.
Still no protection for Mabuza on the offside boundary. So that means to me that he's going to try and go a little bit straight every now and then. Just like that. Keeping the ball away from that offside, and Swart will keep on stepping away. And as you said there, Mabuza just anticipating that movement to the leg side very well. So, straight on. The left-hander now.
And still no leg side protection.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is. It's just a fine leg on the boundary in third man. That's very nice. Just back of a length. If you want to score off those, you've got to play a cross bat shot.
Oh, the little flick of the hip is on. There's no one on the boundary in front of square. And they've also taken square leg away now and put him in the covers. So anything too straight, you can just flick away off the pad. But that's nicely bowled. Just angling across on the offside and straight and wafting.
Now beaten the inside edge that time. So was that a little bit of deviation in the bounce that made that ball go underneath the bat? We've got one more ball to go before the end of the 5th. Now there's lots of space on the leg side. Oh,
Again, it's a good line by Mabuza. So tidy over, 43 for 1 after 5 overs. And Bali Klope will join Otto Simon.
thank you very much, Ken. It's another 5-run over by TUT. So very well done to Mabuza there. Really a good battle between him and Swart, and then managing to keep Strydom quiet there. And Bali, what are your thoughts about the chase so far by the Middies?
Well, good start by the Middies. Just need 78 runs to win off 90 deliveries. So they just need to accelerate if they want to try and finish. But play cautious cricket. Just don't throw everything away. If the opportunity is there for you to quickly score, do it. As we see, they have taken the power overs. So they're looking to double whatever. Try and finish as quickly as they can.
So we have the gentleman wearing the 1050 shirt, Lefa Diago, into the attack. So Middies taking the super or power over here. Diago with a left arm spin, and that's going to be a wide.
Yeah, not the greatest start from Diago. Contributing 2 runs already.
A little bit better there. Still the slip in. I like that. They do need the wickets. They want those outside edges. The left arm orthodox spinner pitching it and turning it away from the right-hander. That's the plan here. Nicely flighted and straight to the man at extra cover. The plan is set. Diago is off and running, celebrating with his teammates. Trap is set, trap is sprung, wicket for TUT.
That's the danger of a wicket falling, especially in the power over. It is going to be minus 10 runs. Failed to hit it over that cover area as it's gone into the hands of the player that was at the cover area. It is 45 for 2.
Neon Swart straight to extra cover for 15 runs. Caught there. We unfortunately don't have the name of the fielder who caught the ball. We'll check for you now when they go back to their positions. It's Diago there getting the embrace from his teammates. Was it that tallish man with the faded cap on? That's at extra cover. That's the number 4. Okay, so we've got him. His
name is Shelton Ngobeni. That is sporting the number 4. Not too sure.
Batting order, that's the Gift Maluleka.
Gift Maluleka came in lower down the order. Very well taken. Are we likely to see another wicket which will reduce the score and put pressure?
Oh, nicely bowled there by Diago.
Very good delivery. Diago making Middleburg, or should I say Middies young guns, work for their runs. Ooh, how close was that? Bowled it very well.
Gavin Genis is the man in now. Nicely dealt with there. Good battle here between bat and ball. Now the left-hander will face the left arm spinner. And let's see what Strydom has to say about Diago. Diago, again, no protection on the short cover boundary side. Reverse sweep comes out, accessing the space there behind square. There's nobody there for TUT. Great execution by Strydom. That is just playing the field. And great work by Strydom there. You can see he's hiding his intent until the very last minute. Goes for the reverse lap sweep. Very nicely done.
Great cricket shot there. Brings them fortune.
This time it's up and over the covers. TUT needs somebody there. Maybe they want to set the trap for that mistimed shot to get another one caught in the covers.
Takes the total to 49 after 6 overs, end of the power play. But we are still left with 1 power over, which counts double of whatever you score off the bat. So, still in commanding position, the Middies young guns have 8 wickets in hand, 84 deliveries and 68 to win. Takes the score to 53, and it is the 50 up inside the 6 overs.
Could have been a lot better for Middies young guns had it not been for that wicket, and TUT will be grateful for those 10 runs being whacked off the total. They lost quite a considerable they lost 20 runs themselves in those 2 power overs, so they'll be hoping that they can do the same here to the Middies young guns. Genis now to face Kutane, who's had a change of ends.
Yeah, Kutane coming up now will want to break this partnership. And his 2 overs gone for 15. Just a small margin of error changes your bowling figures.
Oh, swing and a miss by Genis. Slip has gone away. Now that the power play is over, they do have a protection fielder sweeper on the cover boundary. They've got square leg on the boundary as well. Point and not on the boundary, but just protecting that offside, and then fine leg and third man still on the boundary.
How close was that?
Almost got around the legs of Genis there.
Looked very close to where we're sitting, or from where we're sitting, but obviously the umpire's call is the one that's standing in the middle.
Well, I mean, if that doesn't hit the leg stump, it's a wide. So that's unfortunately the rules of T20 cricket.
Gone over the top.
Oh,
And it will go for 6.
heart in mouth stuff there for Genis with the sweeper running around, almost getting there. But I think it was just too high anyway. Great shot by Genis in the end. Good result.
Takes the run to 67. Just 54 more.
He must have been thinking, oh no, 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 no. And then the ball just managing to evade the fielder. Slower ball by Kutane. And Genis gets off strike.
Seems like the young guns want to wrap up this encounter quite quickly. They have a long way to go.
53 runs. They've still got 2 balls left in this power over. So they can make a nice dent into that 52 still. They started the power overs on 43 for 1. They're now up to 69. Started the 6th over was 43 for 1. Nicely done by Strydom. No silly business in the power overs. They've already got a decent return on those power overs, so one more ball to go for Genis. What can he do here?
Yeah. Utilizing.
Ooh, the fielder running past the batter, just dislodging the bails there.
And we've seen the bails being hit by the ball off the bowling of someone, but not being dislodged. I think it's happened 2 times.
Yeah, those bails are heavy with the cold weather. Air is thicker. Oh, straight back to Kutane. And that's a great result for TUT. I would say, given they got the 1 wicket. Not too much damage. Only, 28 runs so far. No, still what? Is there one more ball to go in this over? Yes.
Looks like there's a ball to be bowled again, once again.
All right. Not sure why we missed that one. But Kutane has another opportunity, and so does Genis. In the power overs, down the leg side. They're appealing for a leg side catch. Umpires don't seem interested.
I was once again very close to the leg stump from where we're sitting.
Well, it's not a leg by, well, it's not a wide, so it must have clipped something. Let's see if we can see. So Genis is quite outside leg. He does have a look back, but I don't think his bat came across his body fast enough to connect that ball. Must have clipped his pants or something.
Yeah, must have clipped the pads also.
Saving the bowler from the wide. The power overs are done. 71 for 2 after 7. So it was, in fact, just those 28 runs off the 2 power overs. So not too bad in terms of TUT.
And it goes over the top. It will be 4 more. I think Straightom has decided, I want to finish this game quite quickly.
Well, like Ken was saying, with these tricky, this 120 can be a tricky target. So you want 1 or 2 players just to go in there and smash it. See if you can just knock the stuffing out of the bowling attack.
Great shot. 1 more run. Certainly saved the boundary there. Straightom just connecting the ball and with the bat. Playing a very cautious cricket game. Is not just throwing everything at the kitchen sink there. And they go over the top. Will it go all the way to the boundary? Genis easily picked up.
Yeah.
Chipping away at the score.
Really nicely done there by Genis. Just in the slot, a little bit over pitched. And Genis getting hold of that one. 6 more. 39 now to win. This time doesn't quite get underneath it, and they've got protection now out at long off, which will become long on as the left-hander gets on strike. Diago just checking his field.
Diago had a great start, taking a wicket off the second delivery he's bowled. Great cricket shot. Will it get to the boundary? It does.
Yeah, that's just straying down the leg side, too full, and Straightom says thank you very much. 4 more. And,
Still plenty of cricket left.
Yeah, lots of deliveries left, but not many runs to play with for TUT. And so they'll do their best to try and get another 2 or 3 wickets here. That's what they need.
I think wickets in the power overs would have been better compared to now, because at this point in time you don't really get to lose, but you're chipping away and you're getting as closer as you can to the tail enders.
Yeah, Diago getting 16 runs conceded by Diago in that second over of his. And so that is a great result for the Middies young guns. And TUT struggling to contain these two batters. Right. Who have we got now to bowl? It will be Matlawe from the Henops River end.
Looks like spin will be the ploy for the rest of the afternoon.
Leg spinner, very nice single off the first ball.
I've seen plenty of leg spinners today, so it's good to see that there is a bit of talent when it comes to leg spin.
Yeah, watch out for the Titans in 3 or 4 years' time with the leg spin attack coming through from the young players in the catchment areas of the Titans franchise. I think this is a really great initiative, not just for the players, but also building a fan base around the Titans. Oh, nicely done there. Around the corner by Strydom. Punishing the leg side line. That's just a well executed lap sweep. No chance of a wicket except if it caught the top edge, but just well executed there. All along the ground. Very, very nicely done by Strydom.
29 runs.
Yeah, 29 more to go.
Plenty of balls.
For Middies young guns, yeah, they've got 68 balls now left in the innings, just 29 runs to get. And one advantage we've got here in the high felt, they come back for the second. Little bit of a lackadaisical effort there by TUT in the field.
Oh no, as they...
Oh man, another overthrow, the wicketkeeper out of position.
Lapse in concentration.
No, maybe not used to playing on the field with all of these pitches in the middle where the bounce can be funny. When the ball bounces on one of those wickets in one of those block holes or something, it can be tricky if you're not used to it.
And the field has just gone quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of resignation here from TUT. Somebody needs to get some energy back into them.
Yeah, keeper should be doing that. I was listening to the youngsters earlier, constantly talking. I don't remember seeing or hearing or seeing a quiet keeper throughout the day, especially even from under nines.
I think we might have just lost our stump mic. I can see the keeper is doing something there, so he's definitely not quiet.
Great cricket shot there.
Yeah. This time, fielders are there to stop the boundary. And that'll be 9 overs gone. 97 for 2. 10 runs off that over.
So 24 more runs of 66 deliveries. They're almost home. These two just need to keep getting at it, keep chipping at the runs. They'll definitely take them home. Unless something miraculous happen, a great display of bowling, that's what it will take for the score to change or the scoreboard to look different.
Yes, a hero of note needed for TUT. It's
Number who's coming to bowl.
Number 64, I think.
Odwa Number, yeah. It is Odwa Number who'll be bowling.
Right. Nice and full, but pumped through extra cover for 4 by Strydom. That is a gift on a platter from the new bowler.
Reaches the 101, takes Strydom to 47 runs with just 9.1 overs being bowled or having been bowled so far. Makes it 20 runs to win off 65 deliveries. Are they going to try and get 2?
Most definitely. Lots of space there. And they've got the wickets in hand now at this point in time. Strydom onto 49, 50-run partnership is up.
Yeah, these two have solidly built the partnership. Strydom on 49. We're just talking about the number of 50s that have been scored at this venue in the last 2 days. Plenty of runs. It's wide. And 100 yesterday that everyone is talking about from Prinsloo was a beautiful 100 to watch.
Yeah, go and check it out on the Titans YouTube channel. That was the under-13 final, hey?
It was the under-13
Bali?
final. It was a beautiful 100. That was his third 100 in the tournament.
Yeah, and a wicketless innings.
Jeez.
Another
Beautiful.
one for Strydom. Gets him to his milestone. And well done. Middies young guns. Opening batter. Edouan Strydom gets a 50 in the final at SuperSport Park. What a special occasion for him.
Definitely a
team.
big one.
Yeah, they're marching towards victory here. Only 15 runs left to get. Now, Odwanaba, what can he have to say about this?
Goes for it. There's protection for him at a deep mid-off.
A good shot for one there from Genis.
I think Genis has just decided that I've had enough of this. I want to go home, guys. Just 14 more runs left to win.
Yeah, and Naba in again. Floated, slower ball. Is there somebody going to catch that? No. And Diago just not attacking that ball quite enough to get the wicket.
Yeah, Diago just deciding the very last minute that he won't go for a full stretched dive. It's fine, just 13 more runs to win off 61 deliveries.
11 runs off the over so far. Oh, and swing and a miss by Genis there. No damage done though to batting or bowling team. And Mbali, I'm going to leave you in the company of Ken Borland to take us to the end of this match.
Definitely Ken is here to announce the winning runs. Lucky guy. Taste of SuperSport Park. It's happening on the 25th of July. Now experience SuperSport Park like never before by pairing world-class favors with exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Explore rarely seen corners of the stadium while enjoying curated menu design tantalizing your taste buds. History has never tasted this good. Join us for a feast that goes way beyond the grandstand. It is a ticket can be bought at CompuTicket for 200 Rand. So make sure that you get the tickets. The slots available. The first session is at 11 and the second one is at 2 o'clock. Get to experience SuperSport Park.
Just a single off the first ball of the 11th over. Very impressed with the half century by Edouan Strydom. Of just 31 balls, but he never looked like he was in any rush. It was really pretty effortless. It's going to be a wide at least, and they get a bye to add.
Yeah, anything that has been a dolly wide and that extra run will count. Takes the deficit to 10 to win now with plenty of balls left. A very good performance by Middies young guns.
Carabello Matlawe bowling some wrist spin. Yeah, young guns have just looked in control the whole match, really.
Throughout the match, they've always looked in control, whether they were fielding, whether they're batting or bowling. Very well played there by
Has he snuck that through the bowler? No. LBW appeal turned down.
I just want to finish off. Just 7 more runs to win.
One hit away now from the title.
If there's one man that can get the ball over the boundary, it's definitely Khanis.
Yeah, big lad. He's already struck some lusty blows. Pops it up. Over long off. You called it, Mbali Klope. An effortless 6 onto the top of the grass banks. And a comprehensive victory. Hit into smiling fans up there underneath the chalets. And there'll be lots of smiles at Middelburg Cricket Club today because Middies Young Guns have won the Open title at the Titans Daisy Cup. Finished in style by Gavin Khendis.
Definitely spoke about it. I called it. If there was one man who'd want to finish this encounter, this very over, it was definitely him. And congratulations to the Middies Young Guns seniors who have won by 8 wickets, getting to 121 in just, 10 overs? 10.5 overs. They were chasing the total of 120, which was set by TUT earlier.
Yeah, job well done with bat, with ball, and in the field. Very impressive by Middies Young Guns. China University of Technology were in a reasonable position with the bat until they got to 15 overs, took the power over, and it all rather fell apart for them there. When they could have posted a target, they would have been a little bit more challenging. Unfortunately, they weren't able to. So they end on the losing end of the final, but at least they got that far. So it's been a good tournament for them as well. Middies Young Gun seniors win by 8 wickets, and we'll just hold on for the trophy presentation. But from myself, Ken Borland, from Mbali Klope, and from Otto Simon, thank you very much for joining us, and have yourselves a very good evening.
Definitely coming back next year. As you saw that you can start pre-registering for the tournament next year.
Fun. Some fun.
ke school coordinator ya ko wa flip. The final, Middies Young Guns, all the way from Middleburg against TUT, the home team. A big round of applause to both the teams for making it to the finals. On behalf of all the organizers, I would like to extend a thank you to the parents, schools, clubs, and academies for making the effort for this tournament. It's been a couple of weeks, about 7 weeks of this tournament, with the tremendous effort that everybody has put in to ensure that this tournament goes through. Also a special thank you to MSC Sports for partnering with us in this tournament as Titans Cricket, and it's a very good effort. I think we can all agree that it was quite a spectacle, and having the players also playing at one of the best stadiums in the world, SuperSport Park. And also we are honored by the Titans Cricket Union President, Mr. Damien Vedeman, who will be assisting us with the presentations. First up, I'd like to start with the losing captain from TUT, just to have a few words. Still wearing gloves, still wish you can catch some balls out there. So let's just talk about the tournament. How did it go for you guys?
First of all, I'm so grateful, and I'm sure on behalf of everyone, we've come way too far. Being relegated from the Premier League, coming to the final, it's something. We have something to be proud of going back home. So it's unfortunate just that at the end of the day, there had to be a one winner, which is them, coming all the way from Middleburg. Well done, you guys. You deserved it.
And obviously, we spoke about the big occasion, playing in the final at SuperSport Park. How were the nerves for you guys preparing for this day?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Nerves were very high. I could feel the tension. Just that as much as it's nerves, at the end of the day, we need to play cricket. It's a head, it's a ball and a bat. You just need to apply it with well awareness, because that's all we lacked, especially with the finals. So the awareness was bit down compared to others. So yeah.
If you had to pick moments in the match today, where would you say that it went away from you guys?
I would say losing a wicket of Stanley. Yeah, losing a wicket of Stanley. Regardless, even our opening batsmen, they didn't give us a stable start. But then losing a wicket of Stanley, and then now the pressure, it was all on me. And then now I had to bat through, which unfortunately didn't go well with me. So if maybe he hung up with me there until over number 16, I'm sure it would be a different ball game.
Right, thank you. That is the captain of TUT. Hard luck for today.
Thank you.
And now we move over to the individual awards of the tournament. First up, the bowler of the tournament for picking up 17 wickets at an economy of 4.65 from Gijima Seniors, Ditebo Chauke. Unfortunately, he's not here today. And next up, we've got the better of the tournament for scoring 209 runs at an average of 26.12 and a strike rate of 106 from TUT, Stanley Rood. Yes, then, well done for the tournament. Looking at the final, where would you say you could have done better to make sure that you get the result?
I mean, we knew the pitch was playing low, and especially the spinners, the jig kept low, so unnecessary shots weren't there, and my wicket was an unnecessary shot. So, I mean, that ran away. If I stayed a bit longer, yeah, as our captain said, it would have been a different game because we like to run, and it was a running deck. It wasn't a going for the boundary. But yeah, I mean, that's where it got away.
And just speak about your own preparations, knowing that you're going to be playing at SuperSport Park. What is going through your mind while you're preparing for this final?
I mean, it was a dream. You always sit here and you're like, yeah, I want to play here. So it's great that they did this initiative to get players to play here, even though they're not playing for the Titans or anyone. So it was nice to play, and I think I was just grateful.
Well done, Stanley. Well done on a wonderful tournament. Next up, we've got the most valuable player of the tournament for scoring 53 not out and bowling figures of 2 for 22 from Middies Young Guns, Edwin Strydom. You wanna have a word? You wanna go and celebrate? How was it for you guys out there?
Yeah, it was very like, yeah, I'm a bit nervous now. I don't do this a lot, but I'm so grateful. Thank you to my team. Unbeaten season. Yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Je kan in Afrikaans antwoord, dat is reg. Looking at coming to SuperSport Park all the way from Middelburg, what are the preparations like for you for this final?
Actually, yesterday I didn't do much. It's just rustig. But pre-game, I told someone yes, I had butterflies. I was so nervous before the game. I was standing there. I said, I have butterflies now. It doesn't happen a lot actually. So yeah, it's a wonderful experience. Yeah.
And how would you sum up the tournament for your team? You guys having to travel in every time and go back to Middelburg. How was it? How was that experience of traveling, playing, and going back for you guys?
Oh, it was tough. Every Sunday you had to wake up at 5 o'clock, drive at 6, go play 2 games, come back, do your homework because you're all still in school. So yeah, it was tough, but we pulled through, yeah.
All right, thank you, Edwin. Well done. And once again, the MVP of the tournament is not here, but in his absentia, we'll just mention Marnus Broderick from Hoërskool Oosmoed was actually the MVP for the entire tournament. Next up, I'd like to call the captain from Middies Young Guns. Take a picture. You're not going to survive an interview also?
No.
So how's the feeling for the team? Obviously you guys were betting, so how was it when you're looking at the score winding down? What was the mood like in the change room?
I think we were calm, but that power play got us back into the game.
And if you just look at the whole tournament, with the way that you guys have prepared, as I said to Edwin a bit earlier, traveling in, how did you guys keep on doing it and making sure that you can win every single game?
Sure, I don't know, you just stick to cricket, just play. Yeah, we just stick to the basics and play.
And when you're looking at today's game, where would you say you guys really took the game away from TUT?
I think it's going to be Eddie's knock and his bowling, and also Gavin bowling well. Yeah, I think it's the 50 of Eddie.
All right, thank you, Edian. The rest of the team, you can come join him. And that is it from us here at SuperSport Park. It's been a wonderful tournament, a couple of weeks that we've went through this tournament, starting all the way from the 14th of April. We had some teams coming from outside to come and play against some of the teams from Titans, and what a tournament it has been, with games starting as early as 8:30 in the morning, finishing late, some teams having to travel far, but then it boiled down to this: come into SuperSport Park, giving them the experience that they would have never even thought that they will get one day. So this is us for the Titans Daisy Cup for 2025-2026, but Titans Daisy Cup is coming back next season for the 2026-2027 season. Get onto the registration, make sure you get your team in so that you can experience this wonderfulness here of the tournament.